Hey guys, welcome to another SaaS Landing Page Teardown. Today we have Loom, which is a product I really love. That's why we're in incognito, because I'm logged in because I use it all the time and I'm using it to make this video. I just love the product, but there's a few things in our website that are just not as good as they could be. By the way, I actually redesigned this entire page using a formula, a landing page formula just for product-led growth companies. If you'd like to know a little bit more about the before and after, the full teardown, why I made those decisions, why I redesigned it, and so on, just as a concept, as an example for this formula, just let me know, drop it in the comments, and I'll go ahead and send it over. But yeah, so jumping right into the teardown itself, looks like the thing that might be working for them the most is actually installing it on their desktop. Not sure why, but let's assume that's the case, right? Show it, say it, send it usually would be like a super vague headline, but because they have the brand awareness, and two, their product is very visual. You can tell exactly what it is just by looking at it, like in this case, like right here. But the problem is when we keep scrolling down, right? So for example, all of these videos, they can be embedded like natively, but they could have said which platforms were these. So like Gmail, LinkedIn, Slack messages and all this stuff. So they can instantly be embedded. And this is where they could have been a little bit more specific, but the biggest problem is just like not having enough use cases. Yes, they have use cases page for each one of these, but they don't show like an overview of exactly what they can do with this. So they can do it to avoid meetings, right? So as you can see here, they can do it to avoid meetings. They can do it to as reports. They can use it in the asynchronous, like for a lot of asynchronous communication scenarios. You can show how this might work for agencies, how this might work for sales, and all this stuff just on a high level. So then people could be direct themselves to those specific pages. The reason for that is because if you show them on a high level, if they come into the page with one use case, but then you show them three or four other ways that they can use the product, now they're going to jump into the tool way more likely to actually record more videos within the first week or whatever their activation goal is. And that makes them much more likely to become a paying user, not just a user, right? It kind of improves the stickiness. This being be yourself is like the biggest thing ever. What they should have done is that they should have said that you can record videos with or without a camera. You can record as many takes as you need. You can draw on top of things and make it really, really specific. So people that are kind of afraid of being on camera, which is a real thing, they would have that objection addressed, right? And then when we're saying more than words, we could have said that you can react to videos, you can comment on videos, you can collaborate between teams, you can record video replies, you can draw on top of the video. So there are a lot of things that make a big difference in terms of the async communication, right? So if they're trying to sell teams, which is like the highest value that they have instead of like single users, they need to sell them on the stuff of the collaboration side of things, that you can record a reply. You don't even have to use email. You can comment on each video. It automatically gets assigned to a timestamp in the video. All these sort of things, right? Yes, they did show like a few use cases here, but not that many, and they're not actually like real images that you can relate to and everything, right? So for example, even on sales, you can say, this is my proposal, and then send it over to an email. In this case, it just shows like a vague video in a background, right? So that's one of the main things that I would point out. Also in the pricing, it isn't like super clear that I can draw on top of things, right? So the custom branding is a big one, but what they could have done is they could have done like small little cards where you can say they can have your own logo, like your own dashboard. You can have insights. What kind of insights can I get? Embedding videos, that's like pretty clear. But what about the like drawing on top of the video and stuff like that? Because I know that's a paid feature. And all these things, right? That they could have be a little bit more clear about, and they could have done with a high level overview, right? We wouldn't even need this stuff here, right? Lastly, the final opportunity they're missing out on is not having like webinars and stuff for customers, where they could have constantly inviting customers to live webinars, where they could just say, here's how you can use Loom in cold emails, here's the message to use, here's how you can use Loom with your quarterly reports, and you can even make this like time sensitive for a specific case, right? So let's say on the holidays, a lot of people are off. Here's how to keep like the communication asynchronous and all this stuff, right? So hopefully you like this teardown. In case you're wondering how I can help you further, you can go to cortez.design and book a free strategy session. And basically what that is we'll start with a free intro call first, where we're gonna go over exactly what the programs might be, if I can help you or not, if the timing is right, and that sort of thing. And then if so, we'll just book another call to discuss the how, kind of figure out the strategy, what are the 3 or 4 tweaks that we can make, right? So if you're interested in that, just go to cortez.design/apply, and looking forward to see you on a call. Cheers.